In this video, I'm going to give you a few tips and tricks, things that I've learned that might help you become a better pilot in the game. So the first thing we're going to look at is a few settings that you can change to help you. And you can enter this in the regular home menu, or as you'll see right here, I enter it while we're flying. So if you go to advanced, you scroll all the way down, you're going to see this axis cursor. And what this is going to do is allow you, when you're flying and you turn left, the camera's going to look left. So you'll see an example of that here. If you go to graphics, I would put the frames per second on 60. You can play around with the other settings to better suit your needs. Go back to general, scroll all the way down. You're going to see these two, field of view and camera distance. Camera distance is how far away the camera is from the back of the plane. Field of view is how much you can see in your peripheral vision. I have mine set to max. I'm playing on a iPhone 14. I'm not playing on a computer or an iPad, so adjust that setting as you need to. But to me, it really helps. If you go back to your advanced section in your settings, I would also adjust the scale of your mini-map. Your mini-map is very vital into locating enemies and knowing where your teammates are at all times. Next, what we're going to look at is planes turning speed and turn rate. They're going to vary between all the different planes. Each one's different. Pick one to better suit your flying style, but also keep in mind what map the match is taking place. You can see here the Frogfoot has the same turning rate as the J35, but the ideal turning speed is different. The F5 Tiger, its ideal turning speed is 402. And what you're going to see in the next clip, you'll see a pointer pop up, and on the left side of your screen when you're flying, you have an accelerometer. As you accelerate, the arrow will move up vertically. Well, there's a little window that will turn yellow. That arrow will turn yellow when you're in that plane's ideal turning speed range. So you'll see that in the next clip. Be mindful of this when you're trying to evade enemies or when you're just maneuvering around the map. You'll see it right there. Another thing I want y'all to remember is that when you're in a dogfight, you need to prioritize your machine guns over your missiles or rockets. Rockets can inflict a lot of damage, but if you're waiting on a missile to lock on and you're close to the enemy flying head on, he's going to kill you first. Here I'm flying with the J35, which doesn't have the best machine guns, but you can see I fire the machine gun first, and then I fire my missile. Once it locks on, I do this by playing with my thumb and my index finger on my right hand. You have a tendency to want to shoot the missiles first, and if you have time, that's fine, but if they're flying towards you, be ready to fire that machine gun because that's going to inflict a lot of damage. And remember, it's not about getting an MVP. It's about winning matches. So even if you don't finish them off with the machine gun, if your teammate's flying behind you, it'll be easier for him. And then overall, it's a win-win situation. So there's a couple things in this match that we want to look at. The first one, you'll see where I had just used my command button, and so did my teammate, to let each other know which location we were headed towards. This is very important in the air superiority matches so you can help dominate and win the game. Now here, I could have kept flying around. I could have went to Charlie because it had just gotten taken, but it's also important to remember to go heal your plane if there's one close by. Now sometimes in a team deathmatch, you know that you got a good chance of getting killed trying to fly away. Then they're going to be on your tail shooting at you. So you kind of have to make a decision. Okay, well, I'm just going to risk it and try to kill the guy before he kills me. But in these matches, it's very important to heal your plane up if you get hit, because like I said, it's not about getting kills. It's about winning the match in these. Now, team deathmatch, you have a little different strategy. That's going to be it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something new. Comment below if you liked it or you didn't like it, or if you have any tips or tricks to share with anybody else, let us know. See y'all later.